Python Pandas. Let's talk about Pandas and its features, data sets and data frames, and manipulating and describing data sets. We'll talk about group by, filtering data sets and dealing with missing values, and more. Pandas is a software library for data manipulation and analysis. It has data structures and operations for manipulating numerical tables and time series. This is written in Python, Cython, and C. The word pandas is a portmanteau of the words panel and data. This pertains to data sets including observations over multiple time periods for the same individuals. Let's import pandas under the name PD. Let's talk about what we can do with pandas to clean and wrangle data. We can insert and delete columns and merge, join, reshape, and pivot datasets. We can deal with missing data and use integrated indexing for data frame objects. Perform split, apply, combine on datasets, manipulate high-dimensional data, and subset, fancy index, and label-based slice large datasets. We have some functionality like date shifting and lagging. We read from files of different formats, arrange data in ascending or descending order, and filter it around a condition. We also analyze time series and iterate over a dataset. A dataset is a collection of related sets of information made from separate elements but manipulable as a unit. To import a dataset, we can use the read CSV function. This gives us the column names, and this gives us the types of data for the columns. This is the shape of the dataset. These are the first 3 rows of the dataset, and these the last 2. Unique tells us the categories in the dataset that are unique. Data frames in Pandas are 2-dimensional data structures with labeled axes for rows and columns. This is a data frame's signature: data, index, columns, data type, and copy. Data frames are mutable, have variable columns, have labeled axes, and can apply arithmetic operations on columns and rows. This is a data frame holding company names, their founders, and the founding years. We can assign indices to a data frame and index the data frame using a column. We can slice a data frame. This selects the rows with the indices 2nd and 5th. Let's manipulate datasets. This changes the dataset's type to float, and this changes the indices, then creates a frequency distribution. A crosstab creates a bivariate frequency distribution, and here we use the company column to index all the others. This function sorts the values, and this renames the columns. This drops the cost column, and this creates the new variable gross. To describe a dataset, we have many functions like min, max, mean, and count. Describe describes the dataset, and this gets us the highest value in the gross column. The group by function lets us group data on a variable. This groups the categories by the gross value, and this groups the categories and gets the count, min, max, and mean for each category. This is how we filter the dataset to get the row with the index 2. We can also group conditions. This tells us whether a value in the dataset is null. Not null is the opposite of this. And this one gives us the number of missing values. Drop NA and fill NA. Drop and fill the null values in the dataset. This ranks every variable according to its value, and this concatenates 2 or more data frames. This is a series. It is a 1-dimensional array and is labeled, capable of holding more than one kind of data. And this is a panel. It holds data in 3 dimensions, Declaring a panel means declaring the items and the major and minor axes. Let's try this out in the practice session now.